The Woodward Boomers and the Guymon Tigers. Alex Sappington in the circle, going up against David Garcia for the tip. It's up, Garcia tips it out, and it's controlled by Fields. Fields trapped in the backcourt, and finally he gets it across. Fields with the lefty dribble, passes it out, and he gets it to Arledge. Arledge kicks it out top to Kaufman, his three, back end to the iron, rebound, Garcia. Here comes Cheap, chest pass over to McClung. McClung, right wing. McClung crosses over. Beautiful move inside on the right block. He goes up and is fouled and will go to the line for two. Little hop, skip, and a jump there from Jack McClung. Jack, 5'10", the junior, puts up his first free throw. It's in and out. 30 seconds into this one, we're scoreless as Jack's trying to change that. His second free throw is up, and that's good. Boomers also coming with the press, just like their lady counterparts. As a foul here on the far side. Kaufman was trying to get the ball to Fields, and Fields was fouled. 1-0, Boomers on top. To inbound, it will be Rios over on the far side as Guymon moves from left to right. Ball out to Arledge. Arledge gets it over to Fields, right wing. Fields stops, gets it inside. Rios puts up a jumper, that's short, and the rebound to McClung. Here comes Woodward. McClung over to the left side, gets it to Cope. Cope, ball's poked away and stolen, and it's over to Sappington. Sappington now over to Arledge. Arledge gets it over to Fields. Fields behind the back, stops, skips it over. He gets it to Kaufman. Kaufman dribble drives inside, and a foul. Looks like, let's see who they call that foul on. The inbounded right baseline by Guymon over to Fields. Fields kicks it out to Arledge, right wing, guarded by Cheap. Cheap all over him like a blanket. Gets over to Fields, right-handed juke step, Euro step in the lane, goes up. He finished, but they said the foul was on the ground. What a move there from Brett Fields. Boomers still up 1-0, 6:42 left here in the first quarter. Right baseline inbounds at Sappington. He gets over to Fields. Fields between the legs, almost loses it, but picks it up with his left hand. Now hands it off to Arledge. Arledge is going to shovel it off to Kaufman, who will weave his way and give it over to Fields. Fields stops, top of the key three, rims in. 3-1. Guymon on top after that three from Fields. 6:17 left here in the first quarter. Here's Cheap. Dribble drives down the right side. Stolen away by Sappington. Cheap was trying to kick it back out. Good hands from Sappington. Gets it over to Arledge, who slowly walks it across the timeline. He's going to hand this one off to Fields. Fields now crosses over to his right. Guarded again by Cheap. Stops. Right elbow jumper. Off to the left. Rebound, though. It's going to be Kaufman. Kicks it back out Arledge. Top of the key three. Fields. In and out. Rebound Garcia. Garcia looking to push. Gets it over to Cope. Here's Cope left side. Dribble drives left baseline. Beautiful floater there from Ryland Cope. 3-all. 5:35 left to go here in the first quarter in what is a fast-paced game. Both teams trying to find their way. Sappington gets it inside. Right block. Gets it to go. So this Guymon Tigers team coming out very aggressive, attacking the basket. They're up 2, 5-3, 5:18 left here in the first quarter. Beautiful pass inside to Garcia on the right block, and Garcia finishes. 5-all as Woodward staying with that press. Guymon has done a good job of breaking it as they do it again. Rios gets it inside, Sappington right block. He goes up, can't get that right-handed layup to go, and the rebound to Woodward. Here's Cheap. Cheap little hesitation move. Steps into the lane, throws up a layup, misses. As Rios fell on the ground. No call there. And it's still tied. 5-all. Arledge really testing that half-court line. He slowly brought it across. kicks it out. 3 missed by Kaufman, and the rebound to Woodward. 4:28 left here in the first quarter. 5 all. Semmel left corner. Semmel jab step. Semmel into the lane. His hook is up. He's fouled. He missed the shot, but it'll go to the line for 2. Colton Semmel has been spectacular this season. Usually the high point man for the Boomers. He's getting ready to check in for Woodward. Zane Farley also for Guymon. Caden Acevedo. Caleb Key also checking in as Cope and Cheap come out. Key and Farley come in, and then Acevedo comes in for the Tigers for Sappington. Semmel hits the first free throw. 6-5, Woodward on top. Second free throw is good for Semmel. 7-5, Woodward on top. Arledge on the right side, bounces it over to Rios, over to the left. They're trying to get it across the timeline. It's poked away, now Garcia's up with it. Garcia goes up, tries to dunk it, almost does, and he gets it to go. 9-5, Garcia finished. Here comes Guymon. Kaufman almost loses it. It's tipped out of bounds, and it's off Kaufman. Good defense there by McClung as he hustled, pushed Kaufman, and forced Kaufman to lose that one out of bounds. Woodward up 9-5. Here's McClung. He gets it over. Left wing 3 from Semmel. That's strong, and the rebound dragged in and hauled in by Fields. Here's Kaufman across the timeline between the legs, left-handed dribble, swings it over to Fields, hands off Arledge, back to Fields, right wing, looks at the 3 now behind the back, almost loses his dribble, closely guarded by McClung. Fields gets it, poked away by Garcia, picked up by Farley, outlet over to McClung, blocked out of nowhere by Kaufman, rebound by Garcia, Garcia misses, Garcia gets his own rebound, and a jump ball as Garcia and Fields get tangled. Ball will go back to Woodward, but a big block there by Kaufman. As coming in for the Tigers, it's Noel Nunez. He comes in for Edgar Rios. Left baseline inbound, Semmel over to Farley, right corner 3. Farley rattles it in. 12-5, Woodward on top. 3:07 left to go, first quarter. Here comes Arledge. Arledge driving to his right, now pulls it back to his left. Crosses over to his right, bounces it, and gets it to Kaufman. Kaufman dribble drives, beautiful defense by Garcia, who also gets the rebound. Now to McClung, down the right side, McClung kicks it out. Key, right corner. Key puts up an errant shot. Semmel gets the rebound, but throws it away, and it's controlled by the Tigers. Now over to Kaufman. Kaufman misses the shot, the rebound on the ground as he chases his own rebound, and they call a timeout as Kaufman was on the ground. Referee gives it to Coach Marshall and the Tigers. 12-5, this game is up and down, and it's been a lot of fun. Boomers doing a good job defensively. Again, that's going to be the key, is as long as they can have that defensive intensity, they're going to be able to keep up with a lot of teams. They're up 7, it's 12-5. Zane Farley has 3 already. Rylan Cope has 2. David Garcia, he's been all over the place. He has 4. Thank you for listening to us wherever you may be. On Z92, Z92online.com. I'm Colin Yee. 2:29 left here in this first quarter as the Boomers break the huddle. And Guymon will have the basketball underneath their own bucket on the right side. Arledge inbounds it, gets over to Fields. Right corner 3 is up. That's off to the left. Fields, though, gets his own rebound. Good hustle there from Fields. Now he gets it back to Arledge, who holds the ball high above his head. He's trapped by McClung and Semmel. Arledge in some trouble as McClung and Farley trapped him. They called a foul, however. They get Farley on the foul. That was great, intense defense by Woodward. But Farley just got his hand caught in the cookie jar. Arledge with the basketball. He gets it over to Alvirdes, who just checked into the game. He loses it. It goes out of bounds and will go to the Boomers. So Woodward, defense, still strong right now. Coach is yelling out of play. It's called Xbox One. I like that play. David Garcia in the corner swings it over to McClung. Left wing, McClung is fouled. As his teammates come and help him, Garcia and Key help McClung back up. Boomers up 12-5. 1:52 left to go here in the first quarter. Inbounding it will be Semmel. Left side, or left baseline underneath the basket. Semmel over to Farley, top of the key Garcia, left wing over to McClung. Back out top Garcia, swings it Farley. Right wing three is up, back of the iron, rebound Semmel, who gets it, puts it up. Can't get that one to go, and the rebound to Fields. Fields, smallest guy in the court, but he's doing a good job on the glass. Fields, dribble drives into the lane, teardrop floater, no good. And it's tipped out of bounds. That's going to be off of Woodward and go back to the Tigers. 12-5, Woodward on top of Guymon. 1:23 left here in the first quarter. Inbounding underneath the basket will be Nunez. Nunez looking for someone. And now foul called on Semmel as they get him pushing off against Fields. Coming into the game for the Tigers, Nash Kaufman, who checks in for Mark Ulrich. Also into the game for Woodward, Blake Alexander in for Colton Semmel. Nunez again breaks. This time he's far side on the baseline. Again, tipped out of bounds by Woodward and will go back to Guymon. So Woodward not letting Guymon breathe at any point in this game. Doing a good job on their defense, especially when Guymon's trying to inbound the basketball. Here's Rios over on the far side. Breaks, gets it over to Fields. Fields between his legs. Key pokes it away. And they say it's off of Key. Good defense there from the junior. So Guymon having a tough time just getting a good shot off. 12-5 is the score. Boomers on top. 1:15 left here in the first quarter. Rios, that ball's poked away. McClung up with it. Here comes Woodward. McClung outlets it ahead over to Key. Now to Alexander, back out top. McClung bounces it over, and it was kicked. They don't call a kick. And it was kicked, and then it went off of McClung's hand, so it goes back to Guymon. Missed call there by the referees. Ball into Alvarez. The point guard slowly brings it across the timeline. Now he gets across it. Comes with the left-handed dribble. Again, trapped by Garcia and McClung. Over to Rios. Back out top, Fields. Fields, he's doubled up over to Rios. Swings it over to Kaufman. Kaufman goes up strong. Kaufman fouled by Farley. That's going to be number 2 on Zane Farley as Kaufman will go to the line for 2. 12-2, Woodward on top of Guymon. 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. First game of 2019 for both of these teams. Kaufman's first free throw, back of the iron. Coming in for the Boomers, checking in for his first time, it's going to be Jake Mead. Jake also saw some action in the JV game, so he gets to play in 2 games. That's not a bad deal. Also coming back into the game, it's Max Cheek. Second free throw missed as well, but Arledge gets the rebound. Fields swings it over to Kaufman. Kaufman drives left baseline, kicks it out. Nunez. Now back over to Arledge. 30 seconds to Fields. Looks like the Tigers might be holding for the last shot here. Fields in between the 2 circles. Fields dribble drives down the lane, fakes a pass, goes up strong, is fouled again. With 19 seconds left, Brett Fields will go to the line for 2. That's the first foul. That's on McClung. It's a 6th-team foul, however, for Woodward, as Fields misses his free throw. 12-2, Woodward on top of Guymon. Fields takes a deep breath, bends his knees, second free throw, that's missed as well. Lane violation though on Woodward. So Fields is going to get a second look, or a third look at the free throw line here. Spins the basketball, puts up the shot. It was good, but instead a lane violation on Guymon. That wipes the point off the board, 12-5, Woodward on top, 19 seconds left. And McClung will bring this one across the timeline. Little sham god by McClung, now brings it back out. Fancy ball handling from him, 8 seconds left. McClung, dribble drives, crosses over, another sham god, now loses it. It's poked away, Kaufman with a half-court heave. Woodward does not get a shot off. And I can tell you Coach Williamson not happy about that. 12-5, Woodward takes a lead into the second quarter. We'll be back with that second quarter here on Z92 and Z92online.com. Okay. Back into Tiger Gymnasium. Boomers with the basketball. Cheap down the middle of the lane. Jump stop. Kicks it out. Mead. Mead goes up. Blocked. Fields gets it. Tipped out. It's going to be off of Mead and it will go back to the Tigers. Good defense there from Guymon. 30 seconds into this second quarter. 12-5. Woodward on top of Guymon. Thank you for listening to us here wherever you may be. Z92, Z92online.com. Also, if you're watching the stream on PTCI, we appreciate you. 12-5, Boomers on top. Ball poked away as this press starting to get to Guymon just a little bit. As Key poked it away. Inbounding will be Kaufman. As Kaufman's looking for someone. Finally gets it in, Arledge. Arledge now trapped in the corner, but he gets free. Arledge down the middle of the lane, tries to force it inside. Rios tipped out of bounds. And we'll go back to the Tigers. I think if you're Arledge, might as well take that one, as that was well defended by Woodward. Underneath their own basket, the Tigers inbound. They get it out. It's Kaufman, left wing. Kaufman almost poked away. Fields comes up with it. Fields swings it over to Arledge. Coach Marshall calling for a play. Arledge looks behind him, gets the play, now splits two defenders. Euro step, middle of the lane, finishes, and the foul. And we'll be able to go to the line to try and complete this three-point play. What a move there by Mark Arledge. 12-7, Woodward on top of Guymon. 6:49 left here in the second quarter. Arledge spins the basketball, takes a deep breath. His free throw is up. And that's off. 5 straight missed free throws for Guymon as Woodward keeps a 5-point lead, 12-7. Cheap. Oh, up and under move, and he's going to get called for an extra step. He made a nice move there as he went up and under, got his man on the pump fake, but made an extra step. 12-7, Woodward on top of Guymon. As here's Fields, far side, gets it over to Kaufman, who breaks the press. Kaufman outlets it over to Nunez, back out Arledge. Arledge now driving down the right side, pulls it back out. Over to Alvaridez. Alvaridez now over to Kaufman. Left wing three from Fields. That's off the mark, and the rebound hauled in by Mead. Here come the Boomers. Here's Semmel, bounces it over to Cheap. Right corner, Cheap down the baseline. Cheap goes up, blocked by Arledge. For this Guymon defense, this Guymon team, being equally as intense as this Woodward team defensively. Semmel will take it out, right side of the baseline, kick it out Cheap. Right corner three is up, that's off, and the rebound to Arledge gets it over to Kaufman, outlets it over to Alvarez. Alvarez jump stop, back outside Kaufman. Top of the key is Arledge, who dribble drives down the left side and then is fouled. As Arledge, after he made his first layup, has now become very aggressive. He dribble drove down that left side, drew the foul, and will go to the line for 2. Let's see if Guymon can hit a free throw as the first free throw is off. We're having trouble here at the charity stripe. In for Meade is Garcia. Second free throw is up, and that is good for Arledge. He has 3 on the night. 12-8, Woodward on top. Semo, left corner 3, wide open, it's up, and it's off, and Woodward having a tough time from downtown. They're still up 4. Kaufman with the basketball. Kaufman across the timeline. Kaufman, no-look pass over to Alvarez. His left wing 3 is up. That's strong. The rebound chased after by both a Tiger and a Boomer. No one touched it, so it goes back to Woodward. In for Edgar Rios for Guymon. It's going to be Caden Acevedo. 12-8. Boomers on top. 5.5 left to go in the first half. Cheap gets it over Garcia, right corner. Garcia looking for a man, gets it out top. Semmel dribble drives down the right side, back out Cheap. His right wing 3 is up. That's front end of the iron, and the rebound is controlled though by Woodward. Blake Alexander gets it. Now it's poked away and stolen by Kaufman. Kaufman down the left side. Kaufman goes up. Kaufman bolts into Garcia, who takes a charge. Great defense there by David Garcia. Ball goes back to Woodward. 12-8, Woodward on top of Guymon. 5:06 left in this first half. Both teams playing excellent defense, but struggling to hit a 3. Only 1 3 has been hit in this game, and that's been Brett Fields. Bounce pass into Alexander, out to Cope, right side, now over to Cheap, top of the key, back to Garcia, right wing. Garcia bounces into a cutting Semmel, who puts it up. Bank shot is off, and now a foul. As both teams were going for the ball, they're going to get Guymon on this foul on Kaufman. Ball will be inbounded by the Boomers underneath the left side of their basket. It's Colton Semmel to inbound. Woodward on top, 12-8, 4:45 left to go, second quarter. Semmel gets the basketball inside, beautiful feed to Alexander, who finishes on the left block. What a feed there, and a good finish from Alexander. 14-8, Woodward on top, foul on Semmel. And Coach Williamson is not happy with that foul, as it's going to send the Tigers to the line. That's the 9th team foul on Woodward, and now Colton Semmel has to come out. McClung comes into the game as that's Semmel's 3rd. First free throw is up, and that's good for Nash Kaufman. The first points for him. 14-9, second free throw is up, and that's good as well. 14-10, 4:35 left here. First half. Ball quickly ahead to Cheap, kicks it out Cope, right corner 3. Cope, he's strong. Rebound Kaufman. Kaufman loses it though. Cheap gets the rebound, misses the floater. And a foul is called. Loose ball foul on Cheap. Ball goes back to the Tigers. Woodward's getting good looks here tonight. Just not falling, but it's going to come. You get good looks like that, the shots will fall. 14-10, Woodward on top. 4:21 left here in the first half. Off that loose ball foul, Brett Fields will go to the line. He'll be able to shoot 2, as that's the 10th team foul on Woodward. Fields knocks in the first one. It's been a back and forth game. Not a lot of scoring, but good defense being played by both teams here tonight. Second free throw is up, and that's good from Fields. 14-12, Guymon has cut the lead down to 2. Garcia in the right corner. He's looking for some help. He gets over to Cope. And we'll see what the call is as Cope was on the floor. Looks like he got tangled up with Fields. They say the ball was poked out of bounds by Guymon and will go back to Woodward. Far side inbound, Blake Alexander gets it over to Garcia. Now to Max Cheap, top of the key, over to Cope. Swings it over to Alexander, right wing. Back over to McClung, now top of the key to Cope. Cope looks at a shot, brings the ball back down over to Garcia. A little give and go to Alexander. Beautiful give and go as Garcia finishes. Nice feed from Alexander. 16-12, Woodward on top. 3:47 left to go in the first half. Arledge across the 2 circles. Arledge between the legs. Arledge dribble drives down the lane. Arledge goes up. He finishes. They say the foul was on the ground, though. It's still going to send Arledge to the free throw line, as that's the 11th team foul on the Boomers. Mark Arledge, the 6-foot senior or junior, has been incredibly aggressive tonight, and that's a big reason why Woodward is in foul trouble. As Alexander and Cope come out in for him, it's Key and Zach Schmitz. Zach also plays on the JV team, so he has double duty tonight. Arledge's second free throw is in and out. 16-14, Boomers on top of Guymon. Cheap probes the lane and decides better of it, brings it back out, gets over to Garcia, left corner. Garcia bounces it over to Schmitz. Schmitz stops, pops a jumper, and gets it to go, fresh off the bench. Zach Schmitz puts it in, 18-14, Woodward on top. 3:13 left in this first half as McClung intercepts the ball on the other side, brings it into the Woodward's court, misses his layup though, as it's 18-14. Boomers on top, Fields stops, shovels it over to Rios. Right side jumpers off the mark. McClung comes down strong with the rebound. McClung kicks it over to Schmitz. Schmitz, chest pass over to Garcia, right corner. Back out McClung. McClung looks at the 3, now dribbles into the lane, banks it off the right side of the glass. Beautiful move by Jack McClung. 20-14. Woodward getting a little bit of that lead back after Guymon cut it down to 2. 2:27 left to go in the first half. Cheap inbounds the ball, kicks it out, top of the key to Key. Now gets it over to McClung, left wing. Bounce pass is kicked by Alvarez. 20-14, Woodward on top of Guymon. 2:21 left here in the first half. Ball over to Cheap, the point guard with the righty dribble, now between the legs, chest pass over to Key, left wing, gets it over to Schmitz. Schmitz back out to Garcia in the left corner. Garcia goes up strong, he finishes, it's good, and the foul. David Garcia with his 8th point of the night, and when he's in attack mode, he's hard to stop. He'll go to the line and have a chance to complete the 3-point play. Woodward on top, 22-14. 2:06 left to go, first half. Garcia takes a deep breath, doesn't even dribble. Hits the front end of the iron on his free throw, rebound to Guymon, and here's Fields. Fields looking for some help. Fields travels with the ball as this Woodward press starting to bother the Tigers. Woodward gets the ball here. They'll inbound near side. Caleb Key inbounds the ball. 22-14, Woodward on top of Guymon. Just under 2 minutes left in this first half. Cheap with the basketball. Cheap, chest pass over to Garcia. Garcia now dribbles past his man, kicks it out. McClung, right wing, McClung looking for some help, gets it over to Schmitz, top of the key. Now inside to Schmitz. Schmitz goes up. He gets it to go. And the foul, and Schmitz comes fired up after that one. Good finish there, good find as Caleb Key found him underneath the basket. But Zach Schmitz has been instant offense off the bench as his free throw rattles in. He has 5 in just a couple of minutes. Woodward stretches the lead out to 11, 25-14. As the ball's again thrown away by Guymon after the press gets to the Tigers. They were trying to get the ball to Noel Nunez. And Woodward has an 11-point lead, 25-14. Cheap slowly brings it across the timeline. Cheap kicks it over to Schmitz, right corner, now back to Cheap. Cheap looking to the sideline. He's getting a play from Coach Williamson. Now over to Key. Out top of the circle, McClung. His deep three off to the right. And it's going to be off the mark. The rebound was controlled by Guymon, and a foul is called on Woodward. Again, Guymon's in the double bonus, so Fields, who was fouled on the play, will shoot 2. 25-14, Woodward on top of Guymon. 1:07 left to go in the first half. Fields, first free throw is up and good. Brett Fields has 6 on the night. As in for Zach Schmitz is Zane Farley, but Schmitz was excellent off the bench. Second free throw rims out for Fields, rebound Farley. And with a minute left, Woodward really going to slow things down as into the front court comes Cheap. Cheap directing traffic. Cheap swings it over, almost stolen. Bounce pass from McClung over to Farley, over into the left corner. Cheap. Cheap left side, ball poked out of bounds. I'm going to say this is off of Cheap, and it goes back to the Tigers. 44 seconds left in this first half, 25-15. Woodward on top of Guymon. Ball into Arledge. Arledge looking for some help, bounces it over to Kaufman, right side. Kaufman, he outlets it over to Alvaridis, who has to save it. Good save by him. Over to Fields, back out to Kaufman. Kaufman now swings it over to Fields as they weave. Do a little weave over to Arledge. 22 seconds left here in the first half. Arledge gets a screen. Now drives down the right side, kicks it out Fields. 13 seconds. Fields, right wing three, way off to the left. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. That's going to be off of Guymon and go back to Woodward with 8 seconds left in this first half. Boomers up 25-15. Guymon picks up full court. McClung gets the ball with 6 seconds. McClung quickly across the timeline. 3 seconds. McClung over to Garcia. Top of the key. Garcia puts it up, and that's off to the left. That's the end of the first half. 25-15 is the score. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Z92online.com. Inbounding the ball, it's Woodward as they move from left to right across your dial. Over to Garcia, give and go to Cheap, back out to Semmel, right wing. Now gets it to Cope, over to McClung. McClung to Cheap as they weave and swing things around, and a travel called on one of the Boomers. They were going so fast around, I wasn't able to pick up who that travel was on. 25-15, Woodward on top of Guymon. Boomers continuing with the press. Fields with the ball, kicks it over to Arledge. Arledge almost crosses the timeline, almost a backcourt there from Guymon. Ball fired into Rios, left block. Rios can't get that one to go. Rebound though by Kaufman. He misses the right block layup. Kaufman dives for the ball, but McClung comes up with it. Here comes Cheap. Cheap fires one inside as Semmel and Garcia were fighting over it. And that's a tough one. That's a jump ball in the air. It's knocked off of Garcia, and it goes back to the Tigers. Here comes Guymon. Ball skipped across the fields. Fields gets it over to Arledge, and Arledge will bring it across the right side of the timeline. Arledge between his legs, 25-15. Boomers on top. Arledge swings it over to Kaufman, right wing. Kaufman knifes his way into the lane, lefty layup. That's a beautiful scoop from Nash Kaufman. Here's Sheep across half court into the front court. Now over to McClung. Over to Cope, top of the key, Semmel. Left wing, Garcia. Dribble drive down the lane. Garcia goes up strong, gets it to go, and the foul. David Garcia, when he puts his head down, someone gets in his way, but he usually finishes it. Extends that lead back out to 10 and can make it 11 with this free throw. Garcia doesn't even take a dribble, puts up his free throw and gets it to go. 28-17, Garcia has 11. He's the first man in double digits tonight for any team. Arledge, dribble drives past his man, goes up, misses the righty layup, rebound though from Sappington. He misses the putback, and back come the Boomers. Here's McClung, bounces it over to Garcia, right wing. Now to Cheek, top of the key three, in and out, rebound Sappington. Threes still not falling for the Boomers. Sappington looking for some help, gets it over to Kaufman. Kaufman fires it over to Arledge, Arledge right wing. Now over to Field, stolen away by McClung. Here come the Boomers. McClung over to Cope. Cope down the right side, spins. Blocked by Kaufman. Good spin move there by Cope. Nice defense from Guymon. But I love the intensity there from Jack McClung to rip that one away. Ball goes back to Guymon. Here's Sappington. Sappington down the middle of the court. Now gets it over to Kaufman. Kaufman, no-look pass into Sappington, who finishes on the right block. That was a nice pass. As a timeout is called, full timeout by Woodward, 28-19. Woodward on top. As they have the basketball, Zane Farley will be the point guard. He gets it out top, swings it over to Rowan. Rowan now over to Alexander out top. Ball swung by Farley, a dangerous pass to Key as they almost lose the basketball, but Alexander comes up with it in the right corner. Alexander over to Mead, right wing. Now drops it over to Key, back to Rowan. Farley, dribble drive, penetration inside, back out to Mead, over to Key. As Key in the left corner. Very methodical are the Boomers with this offense. Key left corner. Key looking for some help. He's guarded closely. Now over to Rowan. Top of the key over to Alexander. Alexander holds the ball high above his head. Beautiful pass inside the key, who can't get the right side layup to go. And the rebound to the Tigers. 28-19. Guymon on top. Here's Arledge. Good defense by Caleb Key. Arledge down the middle of the lane. Arledge goes up and he's fouled. So a good possession there from the Boomers on the other side of the court. They were patient offensively. They got a good look, just couldn't get it to go on the right block. But now on this other side, Mark Arledge goes to the line for two, looking to cut into this 9-point lead that Woodward has, 28-19. Make that 28-20 as Arledge sinks the first free throw. 4:39 left to go, third quarter. In for the Tigers, it's Caden Acevedo, who comes in for Edgar Rios. Here's the second free throw from Arledge, and that's good. In for Arledge, Enrique Alvarez. As Woodward's up 7, 28-21. Back into the front court. The Boomers come quickly. Here's Rowan. Rowan almost loses the ball. Now swings it inside Alexander. Alexander back outside Key. Key out top to Mead. Back over to Farley. Free throw line extended. Farley goes up strong and he's fouled by Kaufman. So Farley will go to the line for two. 28-21. Woodward on top of Guymon. 4:21 left to go in the third quarter. Now a technical foul going to be called as Nash Kaufman was not happy about that foul call. And shooting the technical now will be Zane Farley. He'll get 2 cracks at it. So a mistake there if you're Guymon and if you're Nash Kaufman. He is only a sophomore. Sometimes sophomores make mistakes. Farley knocks through the first free throw. He also rattles in the second free throw. Now he'll get a couple more. This for the shooting foul. 3 in a row for Farley. He has 6 on the night. Let's see if he can get 7. He does. So a huge swing there is 4 free throws in for Zane Farley. Knocked those in coolly and calmly. And the Boomers are up 32-21. 4:21 left to go third quarter. Woodward has the basketball. Rowland with it. Rowland throws it away. Stolen by Sappington. Sappington goes up, lays it in, and is fouled. Good anticipation there from Alex Sappington as he picked that one off, took it to the hole, and was fouled. Back into the game are the 5 who had to sit down. I think Coach Williamson got his message across. Back into the game is Garcia, Cheap, Semmel, Cope, and McClung. Lefty free throw is in and out for Sappington, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Woodward and will go back to the Tigers. 32-23, Woodward on top of Guymon. 4:12 left in this third quarter. Sappington inbounds to Fields, left corner. Fields kicks it outside. It's to Arledge, who holds the ball high above his head out top. Now brings it over to the right side. Gets it to Alvaridez. Alvaridez back to Arledge. Arledge now swings it to Fields. Left wing, Fields. Little step back, and he double dribble. He walked with the ball. Good defense there from Woodward. 32-23. Boomers on top of the Tigers. 3:50 left to go in this third quarter. Here comes Cheap. Give and go from, that was Garcia to Cheap, and that was a great give and go there. Basket is good. Boomers up 34-23. Coming in for Woodward after a foul, it's going to be Zach Chavez as he comes in for Max Cheap. Far side inbounds. It's going to be Guymon and Brett Fields. Fields crosses over now behind the back. Gets over to Ulrich. Ulrich asking for a screen. Ulrich comes across to his left. Dribble drives, goes up, gets it to go. I don't know how he did. A circus shot from Mark Ulrich. Back come the Boomers. Rylan Cope over to Semmel, left wing, now to McClung. McClung brings it across and gets it to Chavez. Now outside Garcia. His 3 is short. Rebound tip straight to Semmel, who gets it, banks it off the left side, and the foul. Heads up play there by Colton Semmel. And he goes to the line. He'll be looking to get his 3-point play here. 36-25, Woodward on top. 3:02 left here in the third quarter. Semmel knocks in the free throw. Semmel, a quiet 5 tonight. Usually he has 15 or 16 by now, but still making a huge impact on the defensive side. Boomers up 37-25. 3:02 left to go third quarter. With the basketball, it's Arledge. Arledge brings it across the left side. Arledge now the left wing, crosses over, gets inside the lane, banks it in the left side. Arledge now in double digits as he is getting into the teeth of this Woodward defense and finishing. McClung, right wing over to Chavez, now into the corner to Garcia. Garcia passes over to Cope. Now he gets it over to McClung. Spin move, beautiful from McClung. Little floater there in the lane. 39-27, Boomers on top. Ball tipped now by Cope. saved out of bounds, and they're going to say this was off of Cope and will go to the Tigers. (39-27), Woodward on top of Guymon. 2:18 left here in the third quarter. Arledge near side inbounds over to Fields. Fields closely guarded by Chavez. Fields gets it across the timeline. Fields into the front court. Back out to Rios. Rios, ball tipped, and it's off of Fields' fingertips, and it goes back to Woodward. Good hands there from David Garcia and Zach Chavez. 39-27, Woodward on top of Guymon. Oh, crossover from McClung, kicks it out, Cope. And they get a charge on McClung here. As he made a beautiful move. Jump stop is what he needed to do. But he charged into Fields, so the ball goes back to the Tigers. 39-27, Woodward on top of Guymon. Ball over to Nunez, now to Fields. Here on the near side. Fields closely guarded by McClung. Gets across the timeline, now over to, he gets it over to Arledge. Arledge weaves his way into the lane, kicks it inside. Hunter Martinez, who just checked in, goes up, is fouled. Couldn't finish, but will go to the line for two. 39-27, Boomers on top, 1:44 left here, third quarter. Martinez, his first free throw is short. Into the game for Ryland Cope is Caleb Key. Second free throw here from Hunter Martinez is up, that also short. Martinez gets his own rebound though, tries to put up a shot. Misses, gets his own rebound, misses again. Rebound back to Martinez. He can't get his third try to go. You love the hustle from Martinez, but the Boomers get the ball back unscathed. 39-27, Boomers on top. McClung cuts inside. Beautiful pass by Garcia as he found McClung, and McClung was fouled. 15 foul on Guymon. 39-27, Woodward on top of Guymon. 1:20 left here in the third quarter. Underneath the basket, Semmel inbounds, gets it out McClung right wing. Back out Semmel in the corner. His three is strong, and the rebound is going to be off of Guymon and go back to Woodward. Good hustle by Chavez. Underneath the basket, it's going to be Semmel. He gets it out, Chavez, back to Semmel. Right corner three is up. Off to the right, rebound though Garcia, ball's on the ground, and a jump ball between both Nunez and Garcia. Coming in for Garcia, it's going to be David Mead. As the jump ball, possession arrow goes to Guymon. Full court press here from Woodward. Arledge inbounds the ball. Technical foul. And we'll see who this technical foul's on. It's going to be on Caleb Key, and it wasn't for anything he said. It was for something he did. He reached over the line while defending the inbound. So to the line will be Brett Fields for Guymon. His first free throw is up and good. He'll get another free throw and the ball. 39-28, Woodward on top, 1:02 left here as the second free throw is good in the third quarter. 39-29, Woodward on top. Guymon with the basketball, far side inbounds, it'll be Rios. He gets over to Fields. Fields, lefty dribble. Guarded closely by Chavez, picks up his dribble, now gets it to Rios. Rios over to the right side, drives, gets to the right side of the baseline, now kicks it out Arledge, back out to Fields. Through the middle, his teardrop floater, strong, and rebound to Cheap. Here come the Boomers. Cheap, chest pass over to Chavez, now to Semmel, 40 seconds. As the Boomer is now going to pull this back out, Cheap has it, and they're going to run some clock, maybe get the last shot. Woodward up 10, 39-29. Ball poked away. That's stolen. It's Arledge. Arledge gets it. Arledge passes inside Martinez. Martinez misses. Rebound though, Alvarez. Alvarez passes over to Rios. Top of the key three, short. Rebound Mead. Mead now to McClung. 12 seconds left. McClung across the timeline. McClung loses, ball on the ground. Arledge to Martinez with 4 seconds. Martinez goes up strong. It's blocked by Cheap. What a block by Cheap to end the third quarter. Great defensive play there by Max Cheap. And the Boomers keep their 10-point lead, 39-29 over Guymon. We'll take a quick break, be back with the fourth quarter. Did a good job there defensively in that third quarter, but offensively it was a struggle. They still are up 10. Arledge with the basketball. Arledge is fouled. We're going to get Mead on the foul. 5 out there for Woodward. It's Mead, Chavez, Farley, McClung, and Semmel. To the free throw line, as that was the Boomers' 7th team foul, is Arledge. This is a 1-and-1. Foul's definitely going to play a big role here. Foul trouble, as Woodward has been in it all day today. Arledge makes the first free throw. He has 11. Back in for Mead, it's David Garcia. Arledge takes a deep breath. His second free throw is up and through the net. And now lead down to 8, 39-31. Boomer still on top. Garcia give and go into McClung, and that play's been wide open all day. You have to love the vision from David Garcia as he found McClung for an easy 2. Lead back up to 10 for the Boomers. Ball was knocked out of bounds and it was actually off of Guymon and goes back to Woodward. Here's Colton Semmel, right corner. Now the right wing over to McClung, top of the key to Chavez. Gets it over to Garcia, top of the key Semmel. Swings it over, left wing Farley. Back out McClung, top of the key 3 is up and good. Jack McClung, first 3 of the night for him. He has 10 on the night, 44-31. The 3 came at a good time to stretch that lead back out to 13. Arledge bounces it inside as there's a foul on the floor. It's going to be on Semmel. Actually, that's going to be on Chavez as he fouled Kaufman. Kaufman goes back to the line for a 1-and-1. And this is the trouble with being in the bonus here if you're Woodward, as that free throw though was missed as Kaufman misses the free throw. Boomers get the rebound, but Garcia throws it off of Farley, and the ball goes back to Guymon. Now a timeout called by Coach Williamson. He is not pleased about that at all. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 44-31. Woodward is on top, but they have played a sloppy game here tonight, and that's why Coach Williamson is taking the time here to call the timeout and get things sorted out. And he's not happy about that. Defensively, though, is where Woodward has excelled tonight. And as long as they keep that up, they're going to be in every game, either leading or in every single game that they play. For Guymon, they haven't looked bad. They have not looked like a 2-8 squad. Defensively, they've been good. It's just getting things going offensively. That's where they've struggled. Again, they're down 13. It's 44-31. Ball inbounded. It's Arledge. Arledge left wing. Arledge brings it back out top. Arledge swings the ball over Fields. His top of the key 3. That short rebound, though, is put back up and in. That's Nash Kaufman, who gets the left block layup to go, and he'll go to the line for one more. Easy offensive rebound there for Kaufman. He was kind of in the right place at the right time. 6'2" sophomore. This kid has a bright future. Misses the free throw. Another offensive rebound, though. That's Edgar Rios, who gets his first 2. And the lead down to 9 for Woodward. They're up 44-35. McClung over to Farley, left wing. He gets it to Chavez. Chavez throws it away. Stolen by Sappington. Sappington bounces it and gets it over to Kaufman. Kaufman now over to Fields. Fields drives right baseline out to Rios, who takes a long jumper that was inside the three-point line. Now a jump ball is called. Possession arrow goes back to Woodward. Great hustle there by Colton Semmel as he was on that ball right away. 44-35, Woodward on top 9. 6:22 left to go in the game. Guymon coming with a 2-2-1 as McClung has the basketball. He gets it over Farley. Sappington tried to intercept that. He couldn't get that one to go. Farley drives into Rios and draws a foul. Great attack there from Zane Farley. (44-35), Woodward on top. 6:09 left here in the game. As they say, that foul was on the ground. That was only the 6th team foul for the Tigers, so one more and Woodward will be in the bonus. Ball inbounding. It's to Farley. Now back out Garcia left wing. Chest pass over to Chavez, top of the key. Skips it in to Farley, who gets it into Garcia. Foul on the ground again, and this one will be a 1-and-1. Foul was on Nash Kaufman as Garcia will go to the line. Garcia has 11 on the night. He leads the Boomers in scoring. Garcia bends his knees. First free throw is up and good. Boomers up 10, 45-35. He can make it 11. Second free throw, back end to the iron. Semelo gets the rebound, lefty layup's good, and the foul. Colton Semmel exploded for the rebound. Great hustle from him, and he's rewarded with a layup and a chance to complete the three-point play. (47-35), Woodward on top. You have to love the hustle there from Semmel as he knocks in the free throw. Timeout called by Markale Marshall and the Tigers. 5:57 left to go in the game. That's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Boomers on top, 48-35. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92. Guymon with the basketball. They'll inbound far side. Coming from right to left across your dial. Arledge, top of the key. Arledge swings it over to Fields, left wing, back to Arledge. His three is up, and he banks it in. Arledge looks at coach and says, hey, why not? 48-38. Woodward on top. McClung tries to get it across, and a timeout's going to be called by Woodward as McClung was double teamed, looking for some help. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. 48-38, Woodward on top. Big three there from Arledge to at least keep Guymon in this game with 5 minutes left, a little over 5 minutes left in the game. Arledge has 15 points to lead all scorers. David Garcia, he leads the Boomers with 14. And for Woodward, it hasn't been their best shooting night. Only 1 3 made on the night for Woodward. That was by Jack McClung. Other than that, they've been poor from downtown, but their defense has really been excellent. And that's the reason why they're in this, and that's the reason why they're on top 10. Ball over to Garcia, left wing. Back out to Farley. Farley now to McClung. About 40 feet away from the basket. McClung gets it and is fouled. It's going to be on Alvarez. That's the 9th team foul on Guymon. So this still will be that's the 10th team foul on Guymon. So this will be 2 free throws from McClung. First one is up, and that's good. (49-38), Woodward on top of Guymon. 5:26 left here in the game. McClung's second free throw is off. And it looks like a lane violation was called here on Guymon.
Come on, back of the rim.
So McClung will get a second chance. McClung takes a deep breath, doesn't even take a dribble, and hits the second one. After that second chance, 50-38. Boomers on top of the Tigers. 5:22 left here in the game as Arledge dribble drives down the middle of the lane. Floater's good. Arledge now pokes the ball away, almost steals it. It's off of him, and it will go back to Woodward. 17 on the night for Arledge to lead all scores. Boomers up 10, 50-40. McClung drives down the right side. McClung gets by two defenders. McClung bounces inside Garcia, who banks it in. Nice feed from McClung. Good finish from Garcia. Boomers back up 12. 4:55 left here in the game. Arledge spins, almost loses the ball, and he does lose the ball as he got a little too fancy there with the dribble. And Woodward takes the ball back, 52-40. Here's McClung, gets it ahead to Farley. Farley across the timeline, over to Semmel, right corner. Semmel back out to Farley. Now over to McClung, top of the key. McClung now to Semmel, right wing. Top of the key to Garcia. Garcia swings it over to Farley. Back out top to Chavez. Chavez drives down the right side, goes up strong, is fouled. And that's what you have to love about the kid, Zach Chavez, is he is not afraid. Draws the foul, will go to the line for two. 52-40. Boomers on top of the Tigers. 4:26 left here in the game. Chavez's first free throw is through. 6 points on the night for Chavez. Chavez gets the ball back, doesn't take a dribble, and knocks in the second free throw. 54-40. Boomers on top of the Tigers. Sappington gets the ball across to Alvaridez. Alvaridez, left wing. Now bounces it over to Sappington. Sappington between the legs, out to Fields. Fields crosses over. Fields over the right side. Fields. Some fancy footwork and handles from Fields as he kicks it out to Arledge. Arledge puts up the jumper on the right corner. That's off. Rebound though to Arledge, who gets it. Banks it in off the right glass. And now a timeout taken. Let's see if it's a 30 or a full timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout taken by Guymon and Coach Marshall. 54-42. Woodward on top of Guymon as the Boomers looking to snap a 4-game losing streak. Remember, the Boomers have a game this Thursday against Blackwell at the Wheat Capital in Chisholm. That game will be played at 2:30. It'll be good for Woodward to get a victory under their belt going into the Wheat Capital. That's going to be a fun tournament for this Boomers team. They're going to get a lot of experience, and they're going to be able to play some quality opponents. They're up 12 here, 54-42. Inbounding the ball, it's Farley to McClung. McClung throws it away. It's to Alvaridez. Alvaridez gets it back out. Now his left corner three. That's strong. Rebound Semmel. And Semmel's going to travel with the basketball. A questionable call here from the referees as Garcia was upended by Alvarado. Ball's almost stolen away by McClung. Great hustle by McClung. Ball's on the ground. Rios comes up with it. Rios gets it back out. Sappington. Sappington charges into McClung. And the foul is going to be drawn by McClung. What a defensive move by him as they call the foul on Sappington. He fouls out, and the Boomers get the ball back. I love the hustle there from McClung. He was all over the place in that last sequence. He ends up forcing the Tigers to turn the ball over, and the ball goes back to Woodward. 54-42. Woodward on top, 3:35 left here in the game. Semmel has the ball, almost forced out of bounds. Boomers now call a timeout. with the hustle of Jack McClung in that last sequence. They have the basketball. Max Cheap inbounds it near side, right by the Boomer bench. Cheap gets it over to Semmel. Right corner, Semmel trapped. Great defense by Nunez. Nunez finally called for the foul, as he was all over Semmel. And maybe a little too much contact there as he sends Semmel to the line for two, as Woodward is in the double bonus. 54-42. Woodward on top of Guymon. 3:30 left in the game. Semmel's first free throw is good. Even with a quiet night, if Semmel knocks this one in, he'll also be in double digits for the Boomers. Free throw is up and in and out. Rebound Rios. Rios, it's stolen away by Garcia. Garcia gets it, puts it up. And did they call a foul? We'll see. I guess they called a foul before Garcia took that away. So the ball goes back to Guymon. Arledge outlets this one deep to Fields, who controls it. Goes up strong with the righty layup, and he finishes. Tigers hanging around. Down 11, 55-44 Woodward. McClung throws it away. Rios steals it, and then Rios throws it away. (55-44). Coach Marshall not happy about that, as a key turnover there. The Tigers got the ball back, and then Woodward turned it, or the Tigers turned it right back to Woodward. Garcia, right wing. Garcia drives right baseline. Garcia trapped now in the right corner. Garcia looking for some help. Slings it over to Chavez. Left corner. Chavez goes up. Beautiful move by Chavez, and the foul. Zach Chavez is having a night tonight. That's his 9th point of the game. If he can hit this free throw, that would be 10. They're up 57-44 now, are the Boomers, with 2:53 left in the game. Chavez's free throw is up and good. Great night for the freshman, Zach Chavez. 58-44, Boomers on top. Rios, top of the key over to Arledge. Arledge, little hesitation now between the legs. They swing it over. Arledge gets over to Jesse, Marine Jesse, who just checked in. Now on the floor, the ball's on the ground. Up with it, Garcia gets over to Chavez. Chavez outlets it over to Arledge, who steals it away. Arledge now with Fields, ball's on the ground. Mass chaos here, as both teams turning the ball over and back to one another. 58-44, Woodward on top of Guymon, as the Tigers will have the basketball with 2:20 left here in the game. Fields inbounds the ball to Arledge, and the Tigers come back the other way from right to left. Across the timeline is Arledge. Time not on the side of Guymon. Arledge over on the left wing, step back, left wing three, in and out. Rebound McClung, who's been all over the defensive glass tonight, comes back the other way, left side. McClung fires it inside. Semmel finishes, and the foul. Colton Semmel, 11 points on the night. May have been quiet for him, but he still has put in 11. Nice pass there from McClung as well. As checking in for Woodward, it's Rylan Cope in for Zach Chavez, who has had a great game off the bench. 10 for him. Semmel's free throw is up and good. 61-44. Woodward on top of Guymon. Here's Fields. Fields kicks it out. Rio stops, pops a jumper. Back end to the iron. Rebound to Fields. Fields throws it off of Garcia, and it goes back to the Tigers. 1:46 left here in the game, as Caleb Key comes in for Max Cheap. But you can almost put this one in the refrigerator, as the Boomers are up 15. Arledge out to Fields in the right corner. Now Fields takes a deep three. Back end to the iron. Rebound Martinez. Gets it back out to Fields. Fields drives down the right side, teardrop, strong. Rebound Garcia over to Semmel. Semmel quickly back the other way. Semmel drives his way to the right side and lays it in. 63-44. Tigers turn it over, ball back to Woodward. And Semmel puts the exclamation mark on this victory for the Boomers as he finishes there on the right side. Boomers up 63-44. 1:19 left in the game. And it looks like Woodward is going to snap this 4-game losing streak and move to 4-5 on the year. Here comes McClung. He gets it across the timeline and now slows things up. McClung, a hop, skip, and a jump, and his layup is good. Nice move there from Jack, as now Boomers up 21. Fields, his left wing three, it's off to the right, rebound Key. Key outlets it over to Semmel. Semmel goes up with the lefty layup, and Semmel finishes it. 47 seconds. 67-44, Woodward on top. Fields hands it off. He gets it over to Jesse. Jesse now hands it back to Fields. Fields, his right wing three is up, and that's through. Nice shot there from Brett Fields. 67-47, Boomers on top. Ball thrown away, and the Tigers come up with it. Nunez has it. Now the ball's on the ground. It's knocked out of bounds. And we'll go back to Guymon with only 14 seconds here in the game. A couple of substitutions for the Boomers. Caden Cornell comes in alongside Blake Cardin for Woodward. 67-47, Boomers on top. Martinez with the basketball for Guymon. Over to Fields now with 9 seconds. Fields, top of the key three. Fields is strong. Meade comes down with the rebound. Over to Cope. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. That's the ball game. The Woodward Boomers come out with the victory, 67-47 over the Guymon Tigers. They move to 4-5 on the year. Guymon now 2-9 on the season.